the start. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good evening, beloved my companions.
Start. There we go. Okay.
Whose minds are already joined, always, in all ways. And yeah, let's just start with the light. Let's just start with the light. So today's theme, according to Jesus, is the desire to feel like one is not doing enough.
And this ties in really well with the movie The Shack, because the main character, Mac, feels like throughout the movie, especially after a certain incident, that he's not doing enough, and he goes into a deep depression, or he didn't do enough.
So let's just admit to the desire for an experience of not doing enough, or the feeling like we're not doing enough. And let's just ask Jesus to help us get in touch with the feeling, how much we want that experience.
What I'm hearing is that it's all about me and doing. It's all about the I and doing.
I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Yeah.
And that's not what awakening is about, apparently. Me doing a lot.
Yeah, there's a protection. I see that there's like a protection energy.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's ask Jesus to show us, what is it that is below our current level of awareness? What is this really about, Jesus? The first thing I heard was desire to hold on to something. Gotta hold on to something. We can't just trust fall into God. We have to hold on to something. We have to grasp for something.
If I do enough, I'll make it.
I'll make it. Arrival. That was just on a call with Catherine, and that was the thing, or Martin, and that was a thing. Arrival. I'm gonna arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I use it against myself. Huh. Yeah. It's like a wheel. It's like a perpetual cycle. I use it against myself so that I can go searching some more, and then don't arrive, and then use that against myself so I can go searching some more and don't arrive. And it just kind of cycles like that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's ask Jesus to get in touch with the relishing of the original desire, let's not lose focus.
Yeah, I was going to ask. It's the desire that I'm not doing enough.
Yeah. Not doing enough. Not sure if this is Holy Spirit, but I heard a voice say, "What is enough, and how do we do it?" This is not doing enough.
That's one of those endless loops you were talking about.
Yeah, what is enough, and how do we do it? See, if we could just remain in that question, it would be okay. But it seems like something needs to go running off with it. The relishing, yeah.
Yeah, the light is not enough. I think you may have mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Through the chat.
Yeah, it doesn't feel light. It's like ego has a story, or is the story of not home yet. Yeah.
It leaves Jesus out of the equation because it's all about me doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it feels related, so let's just admit to that desire. Yeah. Of me doing it. I want it. I need it to be me doing it. Any other possibility is just shut out completely by the ego. Doesn't want to consider. I love it. I love it. It keeps me on the video game. Like it's like a video game. Because then the arrival I'm seeing is like, I think I can win it. Win what? What is it for? It's like
I can win it, but I have to do more.
and I'm not doing enough.
I'm not doing enough. I have to do more.
Wow, I can see that loop now. Jesus, how do we get out of that loop? I'm not doing enough. Wait, what did you say, Mary? That was so good.
I have to do more because I'm not doing enough. So I have to do more.
I have to do more, so I'm not doing enough. I have to do more. I'm not doing enough.
Yeah, more and less at the same time.
Oh, it's contradictory. Yeah. We do more, and then it says, well, that's not enough.
Great play in consciousness.
What I want to know is Jesus, what is it that keeps us from being able to do so much that it like blows it out? Like it's somehow the ego keeps the doing at a place where there's enough dissatisfaction to keep coming back to it over and over again.
Yeah, it's like it's splitting, keeping those two apart, that not doing enough and
Gotta do more.
And doing enough.
doing more are kept
more.
apart so that they seem like they're different.
So in this lack is abundance of lack. That's like all there is an abundance of lack. Like, okay, let's return to the relishing. again.
Yeah, it does help to state the desire, just to keep us
Yeah, I'm not
focused on
doing
it.
the desire to believe I'm not doing enough. There we go.
Mhm.
I'm just watching as the mind after that sentence
Mhm.
like wants to keep filling it in.
Mhm. Yeah, that's relishing. Just see how there's still the desire, it's still there,
Yeah.
and there's more to see. And then we can ask if it's holding or release.
I can feel that it's I felt some release, but then when I looked, it was holding again. It's like release. Okay, in the looking, there's some opening there. Yeah.
Yeah, seeing the contrast between the light and the desire,
Yeah.
the feeling.
And we want to stick with the relishing and really get how deeply we think we have to do something to get what we want.
Right. Yeah, I can hear a little voice. It's like, I gotta do something, I gotta do something, I gotta do something. It's like, can we just put that in the light? Yeah. That voice, it's like seeking resolution, really.
We think that's the answer to everything. Just do more.
Yeah, I gotta do something and I'm not doing enough. I gotta do something and I'm not doing enough. It's like, okay, let's put Jesus, help us put this in the light. It seems like so big or something. Not big, but like relentless.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we here again, we want to stick with the relishing. Putting it in the light is more the miracle part of it. But this whole practice is about really digging deep and seeing how much I really think that I have to do more. I have to do more. I'm not doing enough.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because it's just externalizing the feeling isn't getting in touch with the relishing. I see. Okay.
He's talking about here at the center when we're given assignments. The ego pattern is to think I've got to do something. I've got to do something. And it's not about the doing.
Yeah.
It's about how much am I in contact with the voice within, asking for, okay, what next? What's most useful for the healing of my mind in this moment? And just asking those questions and being in communion.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, in the movie it's beautiful because he's opening up to the reinterpretation of what he perceives. And what we talked about is that he's so sure that he's right about what happened. And so he goes through this healing experience of
Well, there's
being
that Bible
right.
quote that comes to mind, lean not on your own understanding.
Yeah.
It's like, don't go to the ego for answers. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like there's a holding. There's still a holding.
Mhm.
Maybe we could do a light test. Like, Does the light need to do more? No. No. It's absurd to the light. Yeah. Um, 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 does the light need to do less? Also, no. Yeah, see, that's the ego trick right there. Oh, I'm gonna do more. Oh, that's too much. Better do less. Nope, that's too much. More is too much. Less is too much. Okay, well then what is it?
There's a constant, what I'm hearing is there's a constant within that whole play in consciousness, a constant reliance on ourselves to judge what is more and what is less, what is doing and, what it is we're trying to accomplish through doing. And so the ego is constantly involved in the process of that.
Yeah, I do even remember in the Way of Mastery, it said, you can extend love without lifting a finger to the whole universe without lifting a finger. Is that true, Jesus?
Yeah, in the honesty of God, we start with the light, and then we just see what's being pushed out of awareness.
Right. Yeah.
That we feel like we're getting heaven from, that heaven is in feeling like we're not doing enough.
Oh, which is actually
that's
fear
heaven.
and guilt. Yeah. 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 The payoff, once again.
Like a reward.
Yeah. Reward system.
Yeah. We're going to earn heaven.
Yeah.
If I do enough, if I keep doing, I'll earn heaven.
Yeah, I mean, another Bible quote comes to mind: saved by faith, not by works, is saying it's already done. We just need to come into the awareness of that knowledge. It's finished.
Yeah, just keep looking and asking and saying, okay, is this clear? Has the healing occurred? Is this, am I squeaky clean on this one?
Right.
Yeah.
So are we ready for a miracle, Jesus, or is there more to see here?
I'm hearing
Something is what?
I'm hearing there's more to see, more to look at here.
Yeah, something is lessening, like loosening up, but there's more.
This whole world and my ego identification is built on doing. Everything is about doing.
Doing. Yep, it really is.
And doing apart from God.
Well, I don't know if there even is doing with God, because there's oneness, only oneness in God. So there would have to be a subject and an object to do.
You're on mute now. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah, the rain is falling pretty
Sure.
loud. Yes.
Okay.
It's lessening now though.
Mhm.
There's a story that the ego has that I'm hearing now. It's something like, I'm never gonna get there. It's like the little engine that could, it's like, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I think
Mhm.
I can. Yeah. I think I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has this willfulness. Willful.
It seems that we can get power through feeling like we're not doing enough.
Get power through feeling like we're not doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Like some kind of control. Yeah.
Yeah, controlling and limiting the miracle.
Wow.
Is that?
Wow.
Let's go back to relishing.
Yeah. Yeah. Relishing. Oh.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh.
It's endless.
Yeah, it's squirrely. Like it wants to like squirrely kind of energy. Or like a ferret. You ever like seen a ferret? They're all over the place.
Slippery.
Yeah. Yeah. A greasy pig like slips out. You can't. Yeah. And then it's not even there. It's like seems like it's there, but it's not even there. And we know it's not there because we're not always burdened by this. This isn't always a thought that's happening. It's not a permanent, eternal, infinite thought. Like but the tiny mad idea of a world in a universe and a body and a dream, and it seems to all be based on this.
It seems what?
It seems to all be based on this. All based on this. Let's try, and with trying, there's like trial and error. It's trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. But you never get it right. You never get it right. It's like there's no getting it right. Yeah.
And it's
Not in
always
the
the I. Yeah.
yeah. Not in the ego is there ever getting it right. It's just always if you win, you lose. If you lose, you lose. If you don't play, then you're still a loser in the eyes of the ego too. It's like, yeah.
Yes.
Return to the relishing. Return to
Mhm.
relishing. Yeah. It's like the thought stream's up here and the relishing is down here, and every time it like kind of like starts to climb back up,
Mm.
you kind of got to go, okay, Jesus, let's get back to the relishing here. Yeah.
Well, the desire is appearing because we asked for it. We want it at some level, lower level of awareness. So the more we can recognize how much we want it, the more it begins to dissipate.
Right. Right. Then it just becomes like a funny thing,
Mm.
light thing, or
Yeah.
not a thing at all. It's just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny when I used to think that I wasn't doing enough.
It can be very painful,
Yeah.
very painful inner conversation where we're beating ourselves up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The mind will attack the body to prove that there's not enough being done. I mean, this was just happening yesterday. I was going like this because I was like, look, I have a head. Like, it's like the ego really needs to reinforce that idea that there's a body that it needs to protect. And it gets like aggressive about it. How is that going to protect it? It's yeah, it's not.
There's yeah, self-attack
Yeah.
in not doing enough, so I can keep the attack in the mind, the idea that attack is real and possible.
So what we really are seeking is for whatever that is there to like flow up and out, like, and towards the light, like it keeps, it feels like it keeps kind of getting stuck.
Mm.
There's a belief. The belief is I'm not doing enough. There we are again. Yeah.
Yeah, and just sitting with the energy and noticing if we're still trying to protect it with something,
Right.
you know.
Well, here's a question that once came to me in a quiet place. It was, what's wrong with nothing happening? And there was a peace. It was a peace. It was, yeah.
Yeah, to
So
be able to accept that.
yeah, it seems that I can for a little while, and then it acts up again. Because nothing happening is, it doesn't feel like any sort of protection is gonna be taking place, and so then it feels vulnerable. Yeah. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. It just came to mind from the course. Essentially saying that I'm attacking what cannot be attacked. So it's futile. No success will occur from it. I will have never attacked myself by attacking my attack thoughts, attacking my vulnerability.
Yeah, and seeing that not enough is the experience of it. It is attack. It's self-attack. Not enough.
Not
Not
enough
enough.
is a violent thought. Yeah, there.
Mhm.
Yeah. And not to judge, it's innocent, but just to go, oh, there's a violent thought. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
There's an
desire
attack
for that.
thought. Yeah.
A desire for it, but it's not. It's not. Doesn't have any value in the light at all.
Right. There is a vicious thought that's totally innocent. Mhm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like the whole thought system is that. Yeah.
What I hear is that asking more is helpful. Just asking. I can't have enough help from the Holy Spirit, from Jesus, from guidance.
Right.
That's where I can't have enough help.
Yeah. I'm reminded of Kenneth Wapnick. He said, what we don't want to admit is that our thoughts are wrong and his are right. And we will do everything we can to not admit that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
God's
what
thoughts
value?
are the truth. Oh, sorry.
Okay. What
Oh.
value? Yeah. What value are we placing on this desire? Why do we think it's heaven? What I'm hearing is we think it's heaven because we think it's all about the I doing something to earn, to accomplish something.
Well, this is what once came in adjoining with Catherine was it can't imagine life without it. Yeah, it just can't imagine life without it.
So are we holding or releasing with this desire?
It was releasing, and then it felt like some holding started happening. Staying with the honesty of God, and the divine light of being. There's it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah.
It's like what?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the ego, yeah. And it leads, it's a feeling like, and what that results in is just going back into what K.S. called like the the video game or like the simulation, like, and just kind of like, well, nothing means anything, so we'll just go back into the simulation and hey, look at this, and oh, let's taste this flavor, and it's like we don't. It just always leads back to that feeling of like dissatisfaction, because it's everything based in form. It's like limited, so it's always going to feel limited, and it leads to that feeling of feeling limited. So let myself not be limited. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hearing like when you stay with it and let it, when you stay with it, you can see that it's pointing back to the light. It's making that turn to see that it's actually pointing back
Right.
to divine nature.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, where everything is enough, because that's all there is.
That's
So
all there's ever been. Yeah, that's all there's ever been. All there ever will be.
So are we with that, are we ready for a miracle? To let go of the heaven we see and thinking that we need to do more, we never do enough?
Yeah. Yeah, we're ready for a miracle. Yeah.
yeah, I hear yes, just seeing that it can outlast the light, that this
Yeah.
does have a
Yeah, it might squirrel and swirl a little bit, but we can just keep looking, and this is maybe a long-term one. Yeah, because it's the core of it. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see there's a need for the willingness to let go of who I think I am, because who I think I am is a doer. The I has to do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like a miracle run being a doer.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got a yes. So we're ready to receive a miracle and to just be gentle with it. Mhm. If we find ourselves believing in doership, uh, he says, oh, just recognize the innocence and go back to the light as soon as possible. That's it. We want to think that there's other things we can do, but that's about it. Just see the innocence, start with the light again.
keep joining.
Yeah, keep joining. Yeah.
Keep joining and asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The willingness. That's it. Yeah. The willingness to feel the relishing, see the innocence and the ego, and start with the light, and just keep with that. Yeah.
Well, we're right on time.
Perfect. That's great. Yeah. Well, it's good because we are oh, what's going on with your car? Uh-oh. Are you sure? Oh, look, those are flashing.
Oh.
Oh, it's okay.
Thank
Blessings.
you.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll be here all
Thank
week
you.
for more joinings with looking at desires
All
with
right.
the shack.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Blessings. Bye-bye.